It's week 5 of the NFL, and we've got the do-it-all back, Austin Eckler. He looked real good a week ago with almost 160 yards. It's the Bears and the Seahawks, and it's coming right up on...
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Here now, a 3rd and 20. Jackson dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Seahawks in 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now 3rd down and very long. Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Flushed out right. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. 3rd and 19. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are
boy's nasty.
As they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate the.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. Here's Walker to start the drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 2nd down, Jackson. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in there, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively.
The ball now going back over to Seattle Seahawks Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And out now come the Seahawks. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now Jackson on first down. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. But they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Jackson now. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Tell you what, partner, if the ice is down, he's going to be a nice man soaking hot tub after this one. He's been able to do us the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special, but
Come together and get it together, guys. Come on.
Yo, let's stay positive and stay hungry, okay?
Time to build some better.
It's week 6 of the 2025 season, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the Hawks, and it comes your way next.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He completes this to Walker. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. There goes a deep ball. End zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are...
He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. After a week's worth of preparation, probably not prepared for this. You throw the pick 6. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. But Charles, it's the 2nd quarter. Your team's losing. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. Oh, and that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They go play action with Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 79 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. Here's Jackson to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about...
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this. He'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
It's now fourth down.
And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now possession will... Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Seahawks on third down. A very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the...
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Jackson on first down. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. You talk about this giant defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3 and out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set.
All right, rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got a After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Bulldozes past him, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop it, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Now Jackson. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson on the move to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up. Fulton. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. Now it's Jackson out to his left. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Jackson on 1st down. Steps away. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Rolling to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about things unfortunately continuing to implode here, the interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily,
the Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing is Jackson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson.
It's week 6 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Giants and the Hawks, and it's coming up next.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Right to the air is Jackson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they got to make sure that they don't have those.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson now. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The coverage by Bobby Okereke.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now we get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second up, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss, kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top of the game. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. On the previous drive, he had the touchdown throw to DK Metcalf. Time to see what they can do here. 1st and 10 now. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. As it complete to Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively,
there he goes left side. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
that's a really...
Last time they had the football, he ran it in, his 8th rushing touchdown. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Deontay Banks there on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throw out wide to Walker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's 3rd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what it...
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one too low.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. It's caught. Lockett. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson rolling to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll get that to Charbonnet. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Now Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one.
And out now come the Seahawks. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Looking to throw. Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of
the Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Let's go now.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. With quick feet by Jackson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Jackson options out left. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Jackson, eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time.
bringing this game up at my next contract.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seahawks and the Falcons coming up next.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Jackson looking to throw right away. Over the middle, he has a Conquo. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
First down, Seattle.
Jackson on first down. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? And that one on the rookie, Charles. Maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher,
touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson out to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another 1st down. The Seahawks sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
He has some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. It marched to the end zone the last time out.
What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Sliding out of the pocket. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also, like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he got off to the hot start with a touchdown pass on the opening drive, but it's been interception on the 2 drives since as they start again here 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the depth.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass.
It's game time. They can't beat us straight up.
Now it's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. 2nd down and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Being chased out left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Then the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an.
Now they're a little further behind the 8 ball after the interception. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. They go play action with Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson now. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 41 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances. And
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this.
Shake it off. All we can do now.
It's...
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Right to the air is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. This ball taken in here by Brooks. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Seahawks at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week,
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Jackson, options out left. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Throwing is Jackson. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now Jackson on first down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Ken Walker with touchdown number 8 on the year. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it, and he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they run the option on second down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense, back on the field. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's Jackson. Keeps himself upright. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Still going. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yardage he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And Walker has it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll leave them with a third and just a yard. Operating from the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jackson goes past defense, holds serve, fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half, relatively small. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next one. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. He's still on his feet. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year. And he'll start again here, first down. They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Okonkwo holds it in left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there, defense.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their mobile, agile quarterback keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's... The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Jackson on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take. So it's the Jaguars who come away with a win, and the guy who spearheaded.
This is miles from our best.
Let's go now. Hut, hut. Here we go. Here we go. Set. Ready. Let's go now. Ready, ready? On the double. Ready? Here we go, here we go. Hot, hot. Set. Ready? Let's go. Set, go. Ready? Hut. Down. Ready? Here we go. Set. Set up. Go. Come on, come on. Set. Set up. Ready, set. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Set. Ready. Hot, hot. Set. Ready. Let's go now. Set, go. Here we go, here we go. Hut. Set, go.
It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jerry Jeudy. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Cards and the Seahawks, and it's all up next.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. And out now come the Seahawks. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
It's now 3rd and 15.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. They go play action with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Seahawks at 500 now, 4-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA's. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. The Seahawks take back over. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. This 2nd and 4. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10, here's Jackson again. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're...
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw out wide to Walker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
On the move to his left. Finding Walker complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force it.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Now Jackson on first down. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case,
it's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively. But here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage. And it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Jackson.
Over the middle, he has a pathway.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And
now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack?
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He completes this to Walker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the
Now it's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Garrett Williams. Right back. Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
He didn't like what he saw downfield.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Jackson out to his left. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. And he's taken down inside the 30.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And Walker has it. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Jackson to throw. Breaks through the contact. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to...
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both